Welcome to Game 3 this evening of the MVI Summer Basketball League. I'm Ashley Chase. Kevin Kovacs will be joining me shortly. Joe on the cam, and we might hear from him up there. A quick shout out before we get started. A game between Howard Hanna and Campy's Pizza. Shout out to Perked Up Cafe, the Salon and Spa by Cheney's Natural, Foster House 2 in Bell Vernon, and State Farm agent Brian Warnick. Howard Hanna in the green and gold, Campy's Pizza and Six-Pack Shop in the orange. Isaiah Mosley will jump up for the tip against Brandon Patterson. And we are underway.
Oh, left them open.
Yeah, 3-ball from Mike Mikowski doesn't go. Rebound to Howard Hanna. I think Tyler Kovacs scooped that one up. Taken away here by Mikowski and quickly back the other way. Looks for Mosley, but it's knocked out of bounds. It'll stay and be Campy's basketball.
Hey, was that Levy there? Got a hand on it. Nice defense there. I'll say, but certainly would have had a layup. Oh, I'm sorry, that's Gardner. No, that was Levy. Gardner's for the other team. There he is.
Patterson, who you're thinking of.
Yeah,
that's why I was like,
Patterson.
who am I missing?
Nice put back.
Just, up and in for Mikowski to get things started. 2-0 Campy's on top. Right side, Zion Moore's shot off the backboard. It'll be Mosley with the board and bring it across. Evan Berger.
Good take.
Headed up and in for 2. It's 4-0 Campy's in front.
Berger continues to impress. He's not the biggest guy looking, but he really can use his body, and he could take a bump. I've been really impressed, not only with his shooting. We know he could shoot the lights out, but really tough going to the basket.
This will be Campy's looking for, I think, win number 2 on the season. Had a tough stretch of numbers, but have a 6-man tonight.
Yeah, that's a plus, huh? Now's got to be excited. He has someone to talk to on the bench. Wow.
Shot in from the right side, and that was
Excellent
Zion
take.
Moore with the deuce. Driving baseline here, kick to the outside. Mosley to Gardner. Fakes the shot, tries to pull the defender off. Drives, shot doesn't go, but he'll head to the line for 2.
Good, strong move by Gardner. Gardner also is impressed. He was a guy we were targeting in the draft, and we were getting ready to take him. And a few picks before he went, but strong kid, good slasher, got a nice little jumper, and has filled the bucket up here the last few weeks.
First one good from Gardner. Second as well. So a 6-2 lead here for Campy's over Howard Hanna. Minute 45 off the clock. It's Tyler Kovacs of Bell Vernon goes inside to Mike Sapos. Taken away nearly by Gardner. And he will. It'll be out of bounds while that was still in Sapos' possession.
The guys are laughing. I think they might have missed one there, but
Yeah.
Good defense by Gardner anyway. He'll make it up. It'll all even out.
Yeah, it always comes out in the wash, right? Evan Berger from the right side. Outside, nothing but net from the TJ sophomore. Had a tremendous freshman year.
Some action.
Quick ball ahead to Mosley.
Oh.
Fouled on the way to the...
Oh, travel.
Ah. Got that old NBA step in there.
Yeah, a little bit much, I guess.
I liked it.
Well, you hustle back on defense, you never know what can happen. And Howard Hanna had 2 guys to get back, and if they wouldn't have ran back, we would have saw a dunk. So give them credit.
Absolutely. Zion Moore drives, kicks, was looking for Tyler Kovacs, but Brandon Patterson there holds it down.
Something I was just talking about, spacing, but it's hard to do when you don't practice.
Patterson from the right side, no good. Rebound pulled down by Mikowski. Up to Gardner. Slows things down, eyes up his man. Mikowski pushes off to Gardner. And taken away here, ball just gets away from Gardner, and Trevor Kovacs there to scoop it up. The younger brother of Trevor, or younger brother of Tyler is Trevor. He'll go back the other way and bat it around. I think it's gonna...
You always grab it. I used to tell my guys to grab it. It counts as a rebound. It's a free rebound. I'm getting that ball, man. Same way when someone tips one in from the other team, I always raise my hand. Oh, that was me. The score, okay. I guess that was him.
It's like flipping coupons. Out to Berger, rattled around, doesn't go, but rebound put back for
Gardner,
Lorenzo Gardner. Yeah, nice look there from Monessen sophomore.
There's something to watch here. They're going to have to get quit doubling with Berger's, man, because he's going to knock them open threes down more times than not.
Trevor Kovac answers with the tray.
Kovac with a T, but I never shot it like that, let me tell you.
12:15 on the clock here in the first half. Campies leading Howard Hanna 11-5. Mosley, ball knocked away. Brandon Patterson looking to go quickly up the floor, stolen away by Berger. Back quickly to Gardner. The ball goes between his legs. Trevor Kovac gets to it. Timeout by Howard Hanna.
Good call, Coach Matt.
Everybody need to catch their breath on that one. 12 minutes to play here in the first half. It's 11-5. Campies leading Howard Hanna.
I always tell my guys here, anywhere I've coached, first guy on the ground either gets the ball or the call. And there was actually a study published about 2 years ago that focused on injuries in that particular play. And for whatever reason, the second guy that dove got hurt. Of the times they got hurt like 70% of the time. So that was something I was kind of surprised at. I thought maybe the guy on the ground. But for whatever reason, that second guy that jumps in is the guy that gets hurt. And he can get the foul, and he's not going to get the ball. So whoever, we used to say in McKeesport, you got to eat wood. And whoever the first one that was on the ground was, you're going to get the ball or the call. And it was Kovac that time, and Coach Matt with a great timeout.
A couple of shout-outs to some of the folks that bring you coverage of the Mon Valley Independent Summer Basketball League. Perked Up Cafe in Charleroi, Salon and Spa by Cheney's Natural in Monongahela, Foster House 2 in Bell Vernon, and State Farm agent Brian Warnick. He's the one to call for surprisingly great rates on home and auto. Brian Warnick, your go-to agent in the Mon Valley. Give him a call, 412-668-0111. Like a good neighbor, State Farm agent Brian Warnick is there. 11-5, Campies in the orange, leading Howard Hanna in the green and gold. Howard Hanna ball in. Zion Moore, right side for three. Rattles up, doesn't go. Mosley pulls down the rebound. Up to Berger. And bring it across. Finds Mikulski in the corner. Gives it off to Mosley. We'll give and go inside. Ball fake. Shot up and good from Michael Mikulski.
Good ball movement there. Pretty good defense, actually, by Mike Sapos there, but he was able to get it over top of him. Nice move. Zion Moore, I believe he's a freshman, Ringgold guy. He does not playing like a freshman. He's kind of bringing it up and moving people around. I'm kind of impressed with his moxie at a young age.
Yeah, I've liked the way I've seen him play 2 or 3 times here in Summer League, and I think he brings an awful lot to the table. He's going to be fun to watch him develop.
I have a freshman point guard that I know could tell you all about, Dame Givner, too, who I basically let run the show. But these young guys with the experiences in AAU and stuff, and oh, look at this. A little bit too much.
Berger from the left side and blocked by Evan Berger.
Great defense. There's a little bit too much dribbling, guys standing around there. You're not going to be able to go one-on-one, and great play by Berger. Only a 2 for Patterson there. Patterson's impressed me. A couple of defensive plays and knocks down that long 2. A little too much from Dunny there. Dunny he hasn't been in a couple games. He's been traveling for AAU. Just trying to do a little bit too much. The problem is sometimes he will be able to get through 3 or 4 guys. It's almost like you don't want him to because they'll try to do it again. But obviously, Dunny is special player.
Campies ball, 13-7. They're on top. Mosley pushes to the outside. It's Travaris Rowe.
Good take. Good job, Mosley.
Yeah, save that possession for Campies. Over to Mikulski, who gets that one to bat in for 2. Mikulski was 6 here in the early going. 15-7, Campies on top.
Almost a Kovac connection. It was a great pass, but Donnie was able to get a hand on it and change the trajectory of the ball, and it bounced off the elder Kovac. And on the last play there, Donnie, instead of shooting that 3, went to the basket. And he didn't score, and he didn't get a foul call, but it worked out. I really like to see that, him attacking the rack like that.
A lot of good things for you at McKeesport.
We've had quite a few conversations about attacking the hoop.
That shot.
He could shoot the three when he's open like that, but he's much more, getting to the basket, offensive rebounds. They're getting after it down there.
Patterson scoops this one up for Howard Hanna. Shot from the left side, rattles around, doesn't go, and Dunny with the board. 15-7. Rowe drives.
Wow, that was
kicks.
Really good defense by Patterson.
Mikulski was there, kicks it out to Mosley, who tries to drive, and now he's going to look to pass. Gets Mikulski to drive in the lane, push to the outside. For Berger, pulls up, jumper, good. 17-7, Campy's on top by 10.
Always great balance from Evan Berger. Moving to the left, little jump stop, get them puppies underneath you, and great balance and knock down the two.
That's the stuff that takes you from having a great freshman year to, being that consistent go-to guy that a team knows that they've got for a four-year guy. Shot from Mike Sapos from the long-range deuce.
We called the old Bill Cartwright, Patrick Ewing jump shot. The old 90s big men, Akeem Olajuwon, like that little 14, 12-foot jump shot from the baseline. And Sapos obviously is a fan. Great pass by Mosley, but wasn't ready for it.
Trevor Kovac coming up the floor to brother Tyler, throws it in for two, and looks like that 4-point ball game. 17-11, Campy's on top.
Right now, the only player for Campy's that appears to want the three is Berger. I mean, we saw Mosley shoot it before in other games, and other guys will shoot it, but they're passing up the open looks here, so.
Gardner from the left side pulls up. Gets it to Mikulski.
Howard Hanna's defense is reacting, and they're kind of sagging off and making it hard to get inside.
Mosley looks for Rowe, taken away. I think Sapos got a hand on that. Zion Moore going to come up the other way. Layup in for two. 17-13.
A strong move. That's a man's move for a freshman right there, or a grown-up lady's move. Doesn't look like a ninth grader. He knew he was going to the rack. Mosley may have got away with an extra step.
Gets the rebound and put back. 19-13. Mosley on the board for his first two of the evening.
Mosley's filling the stat sheet with the boards, though. I don't know how many he has, but he's got to be in the 6 to 8 area already, I think.
Yeah, he's done a nice job both sides of the court, too.
Kovac to Kovac.
Tyler from the outside knocks it down. Much needed burst of offense for Howard Hanna. Now it's a 3-point ball game. 5 points for Tyler Kovac.
That's probably not the first time those two did that. Probably in the backyard, maybe in the court down the street.
Berger gives it off to Gardner.
Runs are really good at slashing to the basket here, giving up to Berger.
From the outside, rattles around, doesn't go. Getting a tip and a hand on that offensive board is Gardner. His shot doesn't go, and Mosley pulls down another board, and he's fouled going up. He'll head to the line and shoot two. Stub the hand a little bit on the way up. Try to shake that off and shoot.
Really good hustle by Gardner there, setting all that up, and even though the shot was an air ball, Mosley was able to get it. And if you watched the last game, that's what I told my guys after, offensive rebounds, they just killed us. Second chance points.
Will Wagner, senior this coming season at Charleroi, checking in for Campy's Pizza and Six-Pack Shop. That one rattles home for Mosley. 20-16, Campy's on top.
Good defense that time. Zion was like a freight train coming to the basket, but like Berger was able just to get in there just enough to have a dribble him off his foot. But aggressive for a freshman. I like it.
Patterson eyeing up the D there on Rowe.
The thing about Donnie is he has a tremendous basketball IQ, like really tremendous.
Mosley drives. Shot doesn't go. Sapos with the board.
Something little for any coaches who are watching. Donnie covers that outlet right there. You'll get steals on that and putbacks on the rebound, and the outlet and the rebound's covered, and you step up and steal that outlet there. I like maybe take credit for that and mentioning that to him later in the piece.
Nice opportunity for Howard Hanna, but can't get the bucket. Mosley with the board once again. He's probably closing in on 10, and shot from the outside from Berger doesn't go. Zion Moore with the rebound.
It's like you're surprised when Berger has an open three and it doesn't go in. You know, you just almost count it automatically because he can really stroke it.
Trevor Kovac.
That's first guy on the ball, ground gets the ball to call. There he is again. He's like Mighty Mouse out there.
Able to maintain possession for Howard Hanna. Zion Moore, left side, got it. 1 point ball game, 20-19.
One thing Zion Moore isn't is shy, Ashley. He's a freshman. I love that. Give me the ball, coach, and I'll go fill up the bucket for you. Nice move.
Terrific move to the
Better
basket,
defense.
but couldn't get that shot
Patterson
off.
again in there. Gets a hand on it.
And Zion Moore. Around to Trevor Kovac.
Whoa,
looks
great pass.
inside. Sapos in a good spot, but can't quite get that shot to go. Rebound to Mosley behind the back dribble. Over to Will Wagner. 4-2.
Big guy running the break.
22-19, a 3-point lead here for Campies.
Gotta like that as a former big man.
Moore. Hands off. Tyler Kovac, long three, doesn't go, and saving it from going out of bounds is Mosley. Gets it to Wagner behind the back dribble to evade his defender, and Tyler Kovac gets a hand on it, takes it away.
Yeah, Wagner looked up and peeked a little bit. Kovac got a hand. Oh, goodness gracious.
And Dunny comes up big with the swat. Keep that from being an easy bucket for Howard Hanna.
Oh, my.
It was a great feed from Kovac to Mike Sapos, and Travaris Rowe got every bit of that one.
He said no. You go look at that wall. It probably says Wilson Evolution right now with the imprint.
Up the other way for Campies. Fouled heading to the basket will be Lorenzo Gardner. Nice dish there from Evan Berger.
Very good pass, Gardner. Again, I thought that was pretty good defense by Kovac. Maybe, you know, you have to get your feet established position before you jump, but nonetheless, great pass, and Gardner will see if he can knock down the two.
4:26 to play here in the first half. First free throw good for Lorenzo Gardner.
I expect this also to be a good game, so you have 3 good games tonight. Very entertaining basketball with some of the best players in the Mon Valley and beyond.
Yeah, I haven't seen a real, there's some nights you go to a high school game and you're like, oh man, this is going to be a stinker. And that does not happen in the summer league.
Always
It really does not.
Yeah.
It really does not. It's great basketball all summer long. All the matchups have been really good, and it's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Guys know each other, are on the same teams, are on AAU teams, get to play against each other, or vice versa up here. And like I heard one of the broadcasts talk, I think it was Jeremy and Jose, about how the guys know each other and talk to each other throughout the season. I saw that last year. Oh, now I've seen Dunny do that about 7 or 8 times. That's his go-to, and he times it so well. One of the things he could do with the basketball IQ is reading the bounce. You know, is it going to be long? What's it going to do? And he's really he could probably have a master's class on that to teach people. But I've seen that quite a few times in 3 years of McKeesport, and I'm sure Coach Blackwell is going to see it this year and the next 2 years.
Yeah, he really knows how to be in the right place and where it's going to go. And like you said, the basketball IQ, it's not just a piece of coach speak. That's just really how he thinks and sees the game, and he finds himself in the right place at the right time a lot because he just if you can have that feel for the game.
And it isn't luck.
Outside shot from Zion Moore from the left side. Rebound to Mosley again.
Oh.
Floater trying to set him up. Wanted Dunny to get that one, and just the hair off on the timing. And defenders there. Wagner knocks that one down.
Yeah, summer league, you don't play together too much. The guy will give you the look and you know when to throw it, and the look wasn't given back there. But again, with Dunny, a lot of times I would really get mad at him when he didn't make the right play, and he'd come over because he knew what the right play. I said, I know you know what it is, and he'd smile, and I know, Coach, sorry,
Yeah. Well, and they're laughing about it now as Dunny outlets to Gardner.
Oh,
Mosley was trying to go for it there, and this time Wagner scoops up the loose ball, and they'll call him for a travel.
Yeah, a little out of control there, but Mosley, what happened there? He's not sure. Someone traveled. It was kind of a mass of people after a couple alley-oop attempts.
Yeah, and it's, again, this is one of the first times Campies has had a sub because it's been a lot of 5-guy nights for them throughout. And first night, I think that Dunny's been with the group.
He played, I think, the first game only, and he had, I'm pretty sure he had a double-double. It was really, a huge, made a huge impact in that game. I believe they won that first game too. But they certainly have some horses here. They just got to get them here, and tough with AAU and everything else going on.
Michalski, first shot doesn't go, stuck with it, rebound put back. It's a 6-point ball game, 27-21. Michalski with 8 points. I think he leads scoring here in the early going for Campies, coming off a fresh air break on the bench there. Is Trevor Kovac, nice move to the basket.
Split the Redwoods, but couldn't make it. A very nice take, great pass.
Dish from Rowe to Gardner with the finish, 29-21.
Open court, made the correct pass, and got the easy 2 for Lorenzo.
7 points for Lorenzo Gardner, rising sophomore at Monessen. Zion Moore, and
good
just
hustle.
a hair out. Yeah, nice hustle from the incoming freshman at Bell Vernon, Trevor Kovac.
Almost had Mighty Mouse flying into your living room there.
Shot from Wagner, rebound from Gardner, and he's fouled, putting that back
they
up.
Called the travel. Yeah, it looked like he might have slid his feet on a pump fake there. Tough call, but the referee right on top of it. Had a good view of it.
29-21, 8-point game, 1:15 to play here in the first half. Brandon Patterson directing some traffic.
It's late in the first half, but it feels like both of these teams are still kind of filling each other out like a heavyweight fight.
Absolutely, and foul there out by the free throw line. We'll send Patterson to the charity stripe.
He's heard before not to foul a jump shooter. If I can look over here and laugh. And like Naz is telling him right now, the swing downs would get you to foul. The position, the defense was great. It was 90% great, and the final 10% where you swing down is where the call comes from, and you hate to foul a jump shooter.
I don't know if I could call it a weird drill or not, because obviously I don't know how every other coach has done it. But we had a drill in high school where our coach would come behind where you couldn't see and throw the ball at the wall, and you could swing at it, but your arm would stop. And that was to try to teach you to stop and not bring your arm the whole way around on stuff like that. I don't know if it did anything for us, but
anything
made my arms hurt.
Try, because you see a lot of kids looking over, making faces. I'm like, well, you're swinging down, and it's going to get you to whistle. You can't chop. Yeah, that was the old school double dribble there. I think that shocked everyone. I haven't seen that in a long time. I don't know if that second hand came on top, but everybody was just like, referees, everyone was like, what's going on here? Campies has the ball regardless.
Too funny.
In the summer league, you could laugh about that. In the winter, I'm upset.
Screaming.
We're going to have a conversation, Mr. Official.
Shot from the left side doesn't go for Rowe. Mike Sapos with the board, and Tyler Kovac getting the word from head coach Matt Rowland just to slow things down. Last possession of the half. It's a 29-23 lead for Campies. Howard Hanna trying to close that gap here, and foul called, I believe, on
Wagner. A little too handsy there. Not in the bonus, though, so that's the old NBA at the end of the quarter, take a foul.
13 seconds left on the clock. Got to throw it into the backcourt here to Trevor Kovac.
Interested to see who takes this shot here.
He dribbles around. He's outside the perimeter. Gets it to Tyler Kovac. Pulls in. Jump shot. Doesn't go. Rebound to Rowe. And that'll do it for the first half. 29-23.
Off camera. How funny is
that? 29-23. Campies with the lead over Howard Hanna at the half. We'll step aside, come back, tell you who scored how much in that first half, and thank a few of our sponsors like Perked Up Cafe, the Salon and Spa by Cheney's Natural, Foster House 2 in Bell Vernon, and State Farm agent Brian Warnick. That's all coming back here on MVI Live, coverage of the Summer Basketball League. Welcome back here, MVI Live coverage of the Summer Basketball League. I'm Ashley Chase, along with Kevin Kovac. We've got great action here tonight. There's been 3 really good basketball games, including this matchup between Campy's Pizza and Six Pack Shop and Howard Hanna. It's Campy's with the 29-23 halftime lead. Earlier games tonight saw Elite Physical Therapy pull away with a close win over Union Cleaners. And BeeGraphix, I believe, over Farmers Insurance. Don't have the final score on that one, but that was some of our earlier action this evening. You can read all about it, check out some photos in tomorrow's Mon Valley Independent. First half scoring looks like this for Howard Hanna. They are led by Ringgold freshman Zion Moore. He's got 9 points in the first half. On the flip side, 8 points for Mike Michalski, a sophomore at South Allegheny. 7 for Lorenzo Gardner. He'll be a sophomore at Monessen. Pretty balanced scoring, though, from Campy's, and that's something that they have been in need of so far in this Summer Basketball League season. Back underway, quickly up the floor. Turnover here for Campy's. Give a shout out to Perked Up Cafe in Charleroi. They offer coffee from La Prima Espresso Company. It's a Pittsburgh roaster. They've got breakfast, lunch, sandwiches, salads, Wi-Fi, all the coffee you could want. Perked Up Cafe, proud sponsor of the Valley Sports Guys podcast, which will be back later in August. I'd love to cover and provide support for all the community and local high school sports at Perked Up Cafe.
Mosley looking at his hands to see if there's holes in it, because I thought he was going to block that too, but Zion unleashed it over top and knocked it down. Good patience by Mosley, pretty good defense by Sapos there, and a good entry pass by Rowe.
Yeah, Zion Moore with 12 points now after knocking down that 3.
The elder Kovac, a nice little swoosh move, we used to call it, stepping right to left, little side step for the bucket.
And Tyler Kovac has
nice
9 and getting to the basket underneath. There's Mosley looking for the putback, throws it up behind him, doesn't go, but gets the call.
Mosley playing great inside with the rebounds. His buckets aren't falling right now. He's looking at the hoop saying, I got to, okay, it works. I just want to make sure.
Yeah.
That was a really great, I'm going to throw back to this and show my age. It was a Corliss Williamson type spin move when he was in Arkansas. Really quick, he just missed the shot. Oh. Now, we saw one of those last game too. How much the heat or swimming or what these guys are doing, but.
Yeah, that's some swim arm. That's what that feels like to me.
Yeah, old baseball. Don't swim and don't play wiffle ball. Maybe I don't think kids play wiffle ball anymore, so I think we can rule that out.
One time I play wiffle balls if it's going to benefit someone else or for charity. Otherwise, I'm just embarrassing myself with plastic. I'm like, softball, that I can handle. Wiffle ball, I'm going to do something dumb. It's going to happen. 30-28 Campy's with the 2-point lead after one good from Mosley.
Campy's really like they're out 3-4 feet behind the three-point line, really playing pressure on the ball. Really good defense. Great rebound by Dunny. Pass ahead.
And Wagner's got it top of the key. Eyes up Brandon Patterson. Nice bounce pass down low to Isaiah Mosley.
Yes, sir.
And he's got 6 points. 3 here to start the second half. 32-28. 4-point advantage for Campy's in the orange. Howard Hanna basketball. Brandon Patterson. Ball gets away from him to Mikulski. Up ahead for Will Wagner. Throws it up and gets it to go.
Dunny wanted that one off the glass.
Yeah, he sure did. He came trailing back with a smile afterwards as it doesn't go from Patterson. This time Wagner sees Dunny up ahead. Will he go? Rowe to the basket. Doesn't get it to go. Gets his offensive rebound and put back and finishes the play. It's 36-28.
At McKeesport, we would call that the Tay Diggs rebound because Tay was actually he would throw the ball off the glass to himself. That wasn't even shots. And the one famous one, it wasn't an off the glass. He actually missed the shot. Was the Woodland Hills game where he inbounded the ball full court with 2 seconds. What's that? I know. We told him you were swimming. You're all right.
Yep. Yep. Long day at the pool. It's all right.
Isaiah confirms he was swimming, and it won't happen again.
We'll give a shout out to the Salon and Spa by Cheney's Natural in Monongahela. They offer a lot of options to help you look and feel your best, from massage and spa treatments to essential oils, CBD, and other healthy living items, hair, facials, mani-pedis, and reflexology available. Cheney's Natural. They carry skincare products from Farmhouse Fresh. You can mention Summer Spa for a free upgrade on services. Make an appointment online, cheneysnatural.com, CHANEYS natural.com, or by calling 724-328-2834. Ashley Chase, Kevin Kovach here for the final game of the evening, 36-28. Campy's leading Howard Hanna. Looking for win number 2 on the season are the men in orange and blue.
Something to watch here. How is Evan Berger guarding Zion here, affecting maybe his jump shot? Because he's having to move around quite a bit, and Zion is a tough kid, so he's kind of taking a little bit of a beating. I wonder if that's wearing on a jump shot at all. Good defense by Mosley.
Yeah, gets the leg out there to break up the pass.
I like to see the kids throwing bounce passes in the post. That's kind of a dead art for them. It's not always a bounce pass, but boy, a lot of times it's the easier and the better pass.
I think sometimes they feel like that control isn't there, but sometimes the angle just helps you so much on that pass. Zion Moore from way downtown doesn't get the shot to go. Rebound pulled down by Rowe. He'll dish it up ahead. Mikulski drives right side, kicks to Will Wagner outside for 3. Got it.
Now, Wagner in the first half shot 2 air balls, and I'm thinking, I know this guy's a good jump shooter, and like I tell my guy, I was telling Isaiah Petty last game, shooters shoot. Wagner, great ball movement, confidence, knocks it down.
He's got 9 points.
I like Wagner. He's tough, looks like a tough player, tough kid, my kind of guy.
Tyler Kovach from the outside doesn't go. Rebound put back from Patterson does. That ends a 10-point run for Campy's. Makes it a 39-30 ball game.
Big bucket. Patterson playing well tonight. Oh, there was one. Someone in the crowd yelled. They knew it was about to come. A few inches closer to the rim.
Berger, top of the key, takes a step in, looks for that shot fake, but Moore stayed with him.
See Dunny get downhill right now. Let's see if he does. He's going to give it up.
Trying to screen Moore there to give Berger some room, but he drops it off to Rowe. Second opportunity, gets his way to the basket, doesn't go, tries to stick with it, but Moore takes it away, pushes ahead to Tyler Kovach, heads to the hoop, gets it to go, despite some body from Mosley.
Everyone's okay and healthy and smiling now, so Isaiah says, no, coach, I have my hands up. Wagner hot now.
Knocks down the 3. It's a 10-point ball game, 42-32. Campy's on top by 10, 12 points for Wagner. 8 here in the second half.
I think a lot of that has to be senior leadership and being a senior, not panicking. Here we go.
Rowe to the basket. Circus shot doesn't go, but he'll head to the free throw line.
Yeah, and that one there, if we were at McKeesport, if I was Naz, I would tell Don, take that in strong. Try to dunk that. Maybe you get the and one. The spinning and the jelly, if it goes in, it looks great, but you can make an impact there and you have an opportunity to really punch one on someone's head. And I think that you'll see him do more times than not really attack that rack there, but got to make the foul shots. Campy's going a little bit smart, giving Mosley a blow here, probably a couple minutes, and imagine Coach Naz will look for him to run out the rest of the game. And he misses them both. Wow. The younger brother, Kovach, with a fantastic move.
Back the other way, Rowe called for the offensive foul.
That's a tough call there. I don't have a problem with Dunny doing that. 50-50 call. Referee saw it as a charge. That was Patterson again on that charge, right? Man, he's really played both ends excellent tonight, I think. Really impressed with his game tonight. Here he is again. A little bit of a wild shot. Sappas in there.
It's the second chance opportunity, but Rowe pulls it down and hard to bring things up ahead for Campy's. Taken away by Tyler Kovach. Berger And Wagner back. Patterson to the hole and gets it to go. 6 points for him.
Yeah, tough play down there that time. Good defense. And Howard Hanna, they're playing tough, man. I'll tell you, Patterson really impressed me. Both Kovacs, Zion, Sappas, they're playing tough.
Well, it's 42-36. Campy's leading Howard Hanna by 6. Big start to the second half for both Mosley and Wagner. Mosley knocked down a couple to start things off, and 8 points here in the second half so far for Will Wagner.
I love to see Wagner coming back. Like we mentioned, in the first half, was shooting cold and caught that shot, never hesitated. You know, I always tell my guys, what do shooters do? They shoot. If you're 0 for 9 and you have an open 10th shot and you don't take it, I'm going to have an issue with that. I don't care if you missed the first 9. We know you can shoot it. And let's see what Wagner can do to carry this and keep it moving, because right now he seems to be like the scoring leader. Berger, like again, he early on was knocking him down. Let's see if they can get him involved too, because he is a heck of a player and a heck of a scorer.
Inbounds from Mosley to Wagner. We'll push it back outside to Mosley, right side.
Great defense in the post by the younger Kovacs. Even though he's outsized, he doesn't care.
He moves with it all. Gardner puts the outside shot up, doesn't go. That's going to be out of bounds off of Wagner. Good hustle by him and Tyler Kovacs to get to the ball.
Yeah. Tyler isn't big. He ain't the biggest or the strongest, but I tell you what, he got guts, and guts is enough. If I can quote the gunnery sergeant from Full Metal Jacket.
Great movie. Absolutely.
But it's one of my favorite quotes, because if you have guts, you can do anything, and that kid got guts, man.
He got guts at a pretty decent vertical too, and that helps him a ton.
Does he play any other sports?
I think he plays football.
Okay. I could see him playing everything. Golf,
Yeah.
What do you got? Well, play, I'll be good at it.
Yeah, that's the kind of athlete that he is, that is for sure.
I heard Coach Naz, his Berger came up there, and I thought the same thing. Pull it, man. Fire it away with Wagner.
8 points now for Patterson. Howard Hanna's cut the gap to 4. Shot from the outside from Kovacs doesn't go.
Good job by Berger in there, jumping against 2 guys. Again, you look at him, you don't think, man, not a whole lot to him, but he's a tough kid, and he is not afraid to mix it up, and going to be great for TJ in the years to come.
Berger with the ball between the circles. Breaks left. Drives baseline, kicks it outside to Wagner. Dishes it to Berger, a little give and go.
A nice little game, but missed a shot. Well, Wagner came open, they missed him.
Gardner between the circles. Gets it over to Michalski, looking inside to Mosley.
Good pass.
Back to
Great
Berger to
passing.
Wagner. Oh, had him outside, takes the fake to try to create some room, and
Somehow the ball ended up behind the backboard.
yeah, got it to Gardner, and just
Yeah,
I think
agree.
everybody kind of going for it and just tipped it outside.
I think you're expecting them to take that 3 too. It was really great ball movement.
Patterson left side, ball fake, tries to get Mosley to bite. Pulls away from him, shot doesn't go. Rebound, nice effort by Gardner to get the extra tip on that. The space he needed to pull it in. 42-38, 8:10 to play. Gardner to the
good
hole.
take.
Nice move. Get the 2 on the board. He's got 9 points.
Coach Matt's telling Zion, he had his hands up and didn't foul, but he got to take a couple steps up out from underneath that basket and take that charge there. You're going to get the call if you have that position.
Patterson, right side on Mosley. Cross to Trevor Kovacs, guarded by Evan Berger. Kovacs looking for the handoff to Patterson, and
calls a
quick timeout.
Good, smart job there by Lorenzo. I'm looking at Tyler Kovacs, and he's not that tall, but he's like one big muscle, man. The kid doesn't have any body fat on him. I really am impressed by his game as a player, and it was another guy that we were looking at late in the draft, like, you know what, this kid's tough, and we like him, but Coach Rowland beat us to the punch, and you're seeing why.
It is Campy's 44, Howard Hanna 38 with 7:37 to play. Give a shout out to Foster House 2 Sports Bar and Grill at One Cook Road in Bell Vernon. They've got their famous King sandwiches 7 days a week. Pizza burgers all day, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. 12 ice-cold beers on draft, variety of bottled beer, mixed drinks, and frozen margaritas. The perfect atmosphere for enjoying great food and drinks with friends and family. Watch your favorite sports on the big screens. Foster House 2 in Bell Vernon, proud to support all the local sports teams throughout the Mon Valley. Come and see them for a great time today. Ashley Chase, Kevin Kovach here for Mon Valley Independent Summer Basketball League. Campies 44, Howard Hanna 38, 7:37 to go. Howard Hanna with the basketball.
See Campies maybe get Berger going a little bit, or maybe get Dunny a touch or two in the post. Great passing.
Yeah, Patterson with the dish to Tyler Kovach for 2. Kovach is up to 13 points.
Well, that's something else as a coach. If you score after timeout, yeah, I drew it up. No matter what it was, absolutely.
You just own it. Nice move from Mikulski to the basket. He's been fairly quiet in the second half, but it hasn't made one bit of difference. He's had a really nice game, moves the ball really well. He's up to 10 points.
Yeah, very quietly with 10, but that was an outstanding move. Good rebound by the freshman Sappas there, but he's ripped by Berger.
Berger waits for the numbers and pulls back behind the perimeter. Mosley
nice jab
sizing
step.
things up from the right side. Mikulski picks it up. Throws it up, doesn't go. Rebound to Patterson.
Patterson was thinking about the long pass to Kovach, thought better. Nice move.
Gets around the defenders, drives and puts it up, doesn't go, and
Look who's in there causing all that, though. Who knocked that loose? Tyler Kovach initially.
And Patterson ends up cleaning it up eventually. And
Patterson
he's
is
got
eating
10.
around the hoop, isn't he? He's just getting all his little putbacks. But again, can't say enough about Tyler Kovach. Somehow went there and knocked that ball loose.
And even Trevor Kovach was flying through there during that little chaotic scene. Patterson, again, he's in here on this, picks this up. Wants to get through these defenders. This is one he maybe should have let Zion Moore take. And Berger steals it away, puts it up for 2. And Berger is at 9 points in this one.
You're down 6. That's a big bucket right there.
Zion,
Strong.
length of the floor, makes it a 4-point ball game. His first point since the first basket of the second half, but he's got 14. Nice move by Rowe to the basket.
I told you he was going to get one of them.
4 points for Rowe as he's
We talked about it. You stick your hand in there and you get one, and then you missed the shot but went after it. But it's a good heads-up basketball IQ play. Little things like that. College coaches see something like, yeah, that's okay. My guy's thinking. He's just not out there, running around. So
yeah. Trevor Kovach has that tipped by Mikulski. Rowe tracks it down, brings it up the floor. Looking for a man, takes it himself, floats it up, doesn't go, gets his own rebound, pulls it down away from the action of Moore and is fouled. Going for the second opportunity.
Don't argue that one. He's a freshman. He'll learn. There's times to argue, and there's times not to. And yeah, Coach Matt's explaining it to him. He kept fouling him. He had to blow the whistle eventually. Dunny doesn't get that shot to go, but he keeps working on it. And let's see if he knock down a foul shot. Missed the first.
He's so mad that he missed that right now. But, that's the stuff I love, right? That's what you love as a coach. You're like,
oh, yeah.
You're like, yes, you should be if your hands missed a free throw.
He handles his frustration fairly well.
He does.
It usually comes out like his humor or
Yes.
smiling. And,
He smiles.
It's not that he doesn't care, but that's better than,
Yes.
Certainly now I handle my frustration. No doubt about that. Can't be putting some pressure on him.
I said nothing.
Oh, hey, here we go. Great pass.
Oh!
A little bit too much. Again, now you guys play together a little bit more. You know that Dunny's going to throw that pretty hard, and you're going to maybe take a step and cut that angle down. Wagner doesn't know that, but by game 8 or 9, that pass is completed for a bucket. But Campies has chances. They just haven't been able to score.
Yeah, and I think that might have slipped a little too. 51-44, a 7-point lead here for Campies.
They've gotten a few stops and steals, but that's great defense by Mosley.
Yeah, Howard Hanna just keeps coming. Rebound to Rowe, pushes it up ahead to Gardner, kicks it back to Rowe, moves the ball over to Wagner. Saves it that time. Drives in, puts the shot up, doesn't go. Gardner, rebound and stripped away. And it's going to be out of bounds off of Howard Hanna. Campies will inbound under their own hoop.
A little bumping underneath the basket, no whistles though.
Mosley into Gardner. Campies going to get this set up. Gardner drives. Lane was cleared, and nice work doing so. Wagner had to pull a guy out with him and made that play happen. 53-44 as Trevor Kovac goes long range the other way. Shot does not go.
Good kick.
Last basket.
Ooh, missed everything there. Howard Hanna still pushing it with a 9-point lead. Kind of some sloppy basketball here. Howard Hanna only got 5 guys. They're obviously gassed, and even though Naz has a sub, that's still only 6 players. I think the referee's sensing that maybe a little bit, maybe held that inbound for a few seconds. Get these guys a breath and have a good final 340. Great pass.
Wagner outside. Dunning for 3, doesn't go. Rebound pulled down by Wagner, and Rowe crashes the board. And, you know, this is what we're talking about. Just goes.
And another
right
steal
there,
on the inbound. Threw it away, but still, that's...
And Patterson, they've been having fun out there all night going at it with each other, and he gets that one to Sapos. Pulls it down, puts it up. Rebound to Rowe, up ahead to Gardner. Right to the basket, gets it to go despite the effort.
Zion might have got away with one there.
Yeah, I think so. It's 57-44.
Oh, almost.
That was 13 points for Gardner.
Great defense
and
by Patterson on the
yeah,
deflection.
here just not communicating, and it turns into points for Howard Hanna. Trevor Kovac with the steal, Mike Sapos with the finish. It's 57-46. Sapo puts that 2 on the board. He's got 4 chipping in, but doing some good work down there. 57-46, 11-point lead here for Campies with 2:44 to play. They can hold on here in this final 2:44. Campies would get a much-needed boost in the standings. They've been hungry for one, and I know they all felt pretty displeased after Tuesday night's loss, and I think they wanted this one. Good to have some extra bodies tonight.
That'll further muddy the waters of the standings and just make everybody kind of, I think one team in first and everyone else in second through sixth. They're trying. They're lobbying.
I'm laughing. Matt Rowland says, we work this out ahead of time. When I call a timeout, you just give it to me. Mosley says, you had enough.
Oh.
But Mosley came over like, no, you're out.
Great defense there by Tyler Kovac, and it's an 11-point game and not over yet.
Patterson from the outside for 3, rattles off the iron.
Rebound by Sapos.
Everybody fighting for that one. Patterson, Gardner, and went out of bounds, I believe, off of Campies.
Coach Nass thought he might have a nice one there, a little cheap one, but
I think Gardner thought so too. Zion Moore throws that one in pretty quick. Well, guys were not seeing that the ball had come back in from the lobby yet. Up ahead to Wagner, but too much.
Same thing. It's just not, he's not taking that direct line, and they'll get used to it, believe me. Weeks, game 7, 8, 9, 10, that's completed for another bucket.
Patterson. Jumper doesn't go. Mosley with the rebound.
Campy's still attacking with the lead. Let's see if they pull it out and try to milk some clock.
Mosley drives, makes his way to the hoop. Stripped away.
Mosley,
Zion Moore got a hold of his arm good.
And he hits the 3, and here we are. It's an 8-point game. Mosley was going to the hoop with bad intentions that time.
17 points for Zion Moore, and Gardner fouled on his way to the hoop.
Gardner to the line. Yeah, that's a foul, and there's a little body action there. Young Sarah freshman will learn that you You know, just kind of throw your hip in there, and he'll get square with his hands up. Yeah, actually are big free throws right now. Minute 42, it's still 8.
Yep. Gardner knocks down the first. Gardner's been chipping away at the points here in the second half. Had 7 in the first and makes both of those to give him 15 points, 8 points here in the second half. It's 59-49, 10-point lead here for Campies, minute 40 to play. Trevor Kovac, left side, drives and blocked by Wagner.
You get into the fouling game. How many fouls do we go out? When do you start fouling? You know, some coaches are different philosophies, when to foul and how much time and what the score is.
Bounce pass in from Sapos to Trevor Kovac. Kicks to the outside to Tyler for 3. Doesn't get it. It's caught right underneath the hoop, though, by Patterson. Turns and gets the shot to go. It's an 8-point ball game, 59-51.
Now here comes the pressure.
Patterson with a dozen. Mosley pulls it out, trying to slow things down a little here for Campy as Rowe, fouled by Trevor Kovac. Minute 9 to play in this 8-point ball game.
And when Naz gets Eli Teslovich back, he has the ball in these minutes. Know when to push it, know when not to push it. You know, I don't think any of these guys are really maybe natural point guards. I think Wagner probably could play a little bit, but he's a difference maker for this team for sure, Eli, when he's here.
Ball comes into Gardner. Quick foul here.
Yeah, that's always a foul. 2 hands on the chest. Yeah, he got the right call there. He established in the backcourt and then went over. Yeah.
Minute 1 on the clock.
Again, this is an 8-point game.
Trevor Kovac for 3 from the top of the key. Doesn't go. Rowe forward up to Michalski. Drives and puts it up and in. That's a big 2 there to make it a 10-point game.
Yeah, that's really like a backbreaker to you there.
45 seconds here.
He hit another 3.
Yeah, Zion with the tray. He's got 20 points.
He can fill the bucket up, I'll tell you that. Incoming freshman.
7-point ball game, 30 seconds left as Michalski goes to the hoop. Tyler Kovac with the board.
This is 7 points if they hit a 3 here.
More.
Oh.
Got it from forever away. Timeout for Naz and Campy's Pizzas. It's a 4-point ball game, 23 points for Zion Moore. Whew, that one felt like a 4-pointer.
Yeah, that was a really big shot. After the last basket, and Campy's had the rebound and moved down and scored. I thought that might have been the end of things, but
There are a couple of fans sitting kind of on the line right for where Zion Moore was shooting that basketball, and they were still sitting there with stunned looks on their faces as we were talking that through. 61-57, a 4-point game after back-to-back threes by Zion Moore. And yeah, 4-point lead here for Campies, and you know, they want to come away with this W.
The thing you dig into now as a coach is if you have the ball, who's our shooter? How do we get the ball in bounds? We don't want a 5 count. We use so many timeouts we have, whatever you like to do. You always see me, I like to throw the ball out of bounds because it seems to stun the defense and throw it right back to the inbounder as long as you have the mobile spot like they do. And Coach Matt's like, okay, we want to let this guy catch it, and that'll be the guy to foul. So it looks like they didn't listen to him. I know that feeling. You come out of a timeout, and then they don't do it. Or maybe it's a Zion with 5. 5:05. A tough break for him. He had a really good game, especially offensively, but what are you going to do? But as we know, you can play with 4, but you got to start with 5.
Yeah, and that's Coach Matt Rowland said, that's my bad. As Gardner knocks that first one down.
Yeah, 5-point game. This is actually a big shot to make it 2 3-pointers. Well, he misses it. Oh, rebound.
Pulled down, put back by
There's the back
Dunny.
Yep. Saw a lot of offensive rebounds off foul shots tonight overall.
Rebound, and Patterson trying to find something from the outside. Doesn't go, and that'll be the final horn. 64-57, the final score as Campies picks up a much needed second win over Howard Hanna. Nice game between these two teams. And some quick math here. Who's our last guy at the free throw line? Was that Gardner?
Yeah, Lorenzo. And then he missed the
thank
second,
you.
and Dunny gets the rebound and the putback, which kind of, puts things out of reach for sure at that point. But hey, Howard Hanna fought back. They got it to within 4 with some sharp shooting and some good defense. But the Campies had enough today. And when their guys come, man, Campies is going to be tough, I'll tell you.
Well, looking over the score sheet, Howard Hanna led by Zion Moore with 23 points this evening. 12 points for Brandon Patterson, 13 for Tyler Kovac. I think that's all of our guys in double digits for Howard Hanna. Missing one lonely basket here for Campies, who had a lot of guys kind of right there around the same mark, but Lorenzo Gardner I've got with 16.
Yeah, they were pretty balanced.
Yeah, 10 points for Mike Mikowski. I think it was 8 for Mosley. I had 9 for Dunny, but I know I'm missing a basket. And who's got it? Yeah, Mikowski's the basket that I missed, so he did end up with 12. So a couple, a handful of guys in double digits, and just a really balanced and overall good effort I thought from Campies, who, I mean, maybe that most of the first half, both of these teams not only looked like they were feeling, the other team out, but each other, and then. Finally, I think Campies just kind of hit that groove with each other. They were starting to feel where each other were a little bit more. Still some things that were a little bit off.
I said that
trying
at the
some
end of the
things.
half. Usually that happens in 5 minutes, but it seemed like it took about 14 minutes. And then once Campies figured it out, they said, okay, here we go. And like you said, this was a big game. They wanted this win, and they went out and got it. So hats off to them. And 3 good games tonight. You're really seeing a balance of this league. Like I said, the muddied in the waters of the standings. Really, anyone could win any game at any time or the championship this year. So it should be a lot of fun here as we go at the end of the season and into the playoffs.
Well, again, the final score tonight, Campies 64, Howard Hanna 57. Thanks to sponsors that bring you coverage of the MVI Summer Basketball League here on MVI Live. Perked Up Cafe in Charleroi, the Salon and Spa by Cheney's Natural in Monongahela, Foster House 2 Sports Bar and Grill in Bell Vernon, and State Farm agent Brian Warnick. For Kevin Kovac, I'm Ashley Chase. So long, good evening. Check it all out at monvalleyindependent.com and pick up a paper tomorrow for photos and all the action from tonight. Have a great one, everybody.